NBA analyst Chris Broussard. Good to have you.
Great to be here.
What did KD show you last night?
He showed me what I said a few days ago that I've always believed about Kevin Durant since he's been in the league. He's unguardable. And as much credit as Patrick Beverley deserves for the first two games, and he was great, the fact is Durant was limiting himself by only taking 8 shots. If you go, and here's the thing with Durant. If you go back to the last 2 months of the season, all of March and April, for some reason, he wasn't shooting as much. He went from 19 shots a game to 14 shots a game. And I don't know why. Nobody else's shot stopped. His did. He gave an eloquent reason for his struggles in the first 2 games. It was basketball savvy. It was great insight. It was right about the refs letting Beverly get into it more. But the key phrase to what he said was, "I'm Kevin Durant. Y'all know who I am." And yes, and that's my point. You are Kevin Durant. We can't have you being a role player. We can't have you taking 12 shots, 8 shots. We need you to go out there and be the star. And so that's what Steve Kerr was trying to get to him. And last night, that's what he did. And what I liked about it most was the way he did it was he didn't do it with over-dribbling. He didn't do it with too much ISO. If you look at last year against Houston in that series, they baited him with their switching defense into going one-on-one a lot and ISO, and it got Golden State out of its offense, and they almost lost the series in large part because of that. Yesterday, it was post-ups. It was 1 or 2 dribble pull-ups. It was catch and shoot. And when he does that, I mean, it didn't take away from anybody else. Like, he was fantastic, and you just need Kevin Durant to be Kevin Durant. Like he said, he's Kevin Durant. Then be that. Don't be a role player. Be a star.
Well, Kevin Durant didn't show me anything that I didn't already know. He's unguardable. He's a unique talent because we've never seen a guy that's this tall, this skilled, that can do what he can do. Most 7-footers, when we were coming up, they played with their back to the basket. They couldn't step out to the three-point line. Dirk brought that in as a 7-footer. But Dirk can't put the ball on the floor like this guy can. He can put the ball on the floor and go to the hole. He's unguardable. So he didn't show me anything, Skip. He can score on anybody. I like that he let the game come to him. He was aggressive, but nothing was forced. You know, there's a difference between I'm being aggressive and you forcing up bad shots. Yeah, he had a couple of heat checks because he was feeling good. He wanted to see how far his range could be pushed out. But Kevin Durant let the game come to him. And so even when they posted him, Skip, they didn't post him down on the block. They posted him at the top of the key. So now, and the Clippers are like, bruh, if you want to be a facilitator, go ahead. Because that's not you. LeBron can impact the game by passing the ball. You impact the game by scoring the ball. So we'll take that. We'll let you take these little 8, 9 shots a game, and you want to have 10, 12 assists, have at it. But the way Kevin Durant guts you is by the mid-range, putting it on the floor. And if you watched him in transition last night, Skip, he went to the rim a couple of times, but he pulled up from 15. He followed up, put back, and won. Kevin Durant plays like, look, he plays like this. Oh, yeah, well, I might have to concede that he's the best player. But, as Chris said, last 2 months, he's taking 14 shots per game as opposed to 19. And we did see the first 2 games. So until we see more of this, because we know what he represents, he is Kevin Durant, the most skilled player that we've seen, especially at putting the ball in the hole. 7 foot tall, a 10-foot apex on his jump shot, got it, all that. So he didn't show you anything that you didn't already know, Skip. So stop.
By the way, quick point of order. I do remember him on one fast break. I think it was game 3 2 years ago in the finals, and he pulled up to the 3-point line. Guess who was guarding him? That guy, the ex-king.
He was. What did LeBron tell you? On film, what he likes to do is the hezzy. And then go by you. But he saw LeBron sinking, anticipating that. He pulled up, Skip. I gave him credit. What you want me to... We're not talking about that game.
That shot said, I'm the best player on the planet because that was the King's house. That was the first time they broke through with Kevin Durant to win in his first finals MVP out of 2 straight. So, Chris Broussard and I have closely observed Kevin Durant for a long time, and I have found him often baffling and perplexing and confounding because I've never quite figured him out, because he's never quite figured himself out. He still suffers an identity crisis of who am I? I came to Golden State to play beautiful basketball, share the basketball, unselfish basketball, and then to your point, he after a while, he wants to be a cog in the system. No, you're the system. You are the guy. Draymond Green was crying in the parking lot, calling you on a cell phone after losing Game 7 because they realized that group couldn't do it without one more nuclear weapon.
He FaceTimed
him, okay? We need you. I'm crying.
You see what Brian did? He dropped a triple-double on us.
So, I have told you for 2 years, Kevin Durant is now the best player on the planet. But I have conceded an asterisk to that, which is when he decides to be, because he doesn't always decide to be. Right. But last night, he decided to be. It was a little bit of an indictment for Kevin Durant that he needed the media to push his button, because the media pushed his button last night. He reads everything. He's the thinnest skinned superstar ever. And it doesn't seem to really thwart him in any way.
Not on the court.
That's what I mean. He rises above it on the court. But he reads and absorbs and takes to heart every little speck of criticism. And this got him. And he's saying, you know, people that analyze basketball wanted me to engage with Patrick. No, we wanted you to engage with the game. Right, how about just engage, right?
Yeah, we want you to bust Patrick Beverly up,
right?
You should on a regular basis.
But bust them all up. And then I loved his quote. You're reading about the I'm Kevin Durant quote, but he said, I'm not going to get in the way of the game because I want to have a little back and forth with Patrick Beverly. No, Kevin. You are the game. You can't get in the way because you're it.
Right.
They're going to go as far as he takes them. Right. In the end, Steph's tremendous. He's all-time greatest shooter. Clay can be in streaks the all-time greatest shooter. And Draymond is Draymond. He can be the guts and the glue. But we know when push comes to shove, it's 35 or bust.
Right.
And so last night, they're in a little bit of trouble against the Clippers. They know the Clippers, as he said, we know they're going to come out with a lot of energy, which they did. And what did he do to their energy? He just shot it to pieces.
Killed it.
He makes his first 5 shots and his first 2 free throws. He's got 12 points in the quarter, and the game's over. Yeah. It's 41-24 ball game, right?
A guy like that can score the basketball. You don't want James Harden to go 5 for 5. You don't want Steph and these guys like KD to go. It's over. Once they see the ball go in the basket like that, you got no chance of stopping them.
Okay, so Kevin, he's had these shoe campaigns. Am I nice, Kevin, or am I not nice? Who am I? I don't know who I am. Am I a tough guy, or am I a really good guy? I don't know who I am, because some days he's that guy and some days he's that guy. Am I from the mean streets of Seat Pleasant, Maryland, or am I an entrepreneur in Silicon Valley? I'm all of the above, right? And he'll wake up on a daily basis like, today, I feel like I'm that guy.
But
right?
most days, what is he? Confrontational with the media. That's what he is on most days.
I've said to Kevin, because he'll text you when he doesn't like something you say, oh, yeah. He'll text you. He'll let you know. He will. And I've said to him, when the guy I saw in Oklahoma City is different. Like now, since you've been in Golden State, cursing more, calling out the refs more, and he told me, he said, this is the real Kevin Durant. The guy in OKC, I was just trying to, say what I needed to say for the media. And
Oklahoma, because they don't like they don't curse out there. You know, kind of, they Bible.
I don't know whether you buy it or not.
It's Bible-ish.
Whether you buy it or not, that's what he told. He said, this is the real KD.
Okay.
And I don't know, like I said, it wasn't just the first 2 games. This has gone on the last 2 months. I don't know. Remember, he even said it in his little spiel the other day.
Yep.
For the last 2 months, we've been playing this way. Well, he's been playing that way.
Right.
Steph's shots haven't gone down. Clay's haven't gone down. I don't know if KD was trying to get Boogie more involved. His shots went a little up. Yeah. And this is why I do think that I think they'll be fine, maybe better without Boogie. No offense to him, because he is a really good individual player. But you can have too much, right? Like, giving it to Boogie takes away from KD and Steph and Clay. So now I think it'll be, more fluid with the 3 of them sharing the ball, and they should be able to roll.
Well, I don't care if he go into the back. He could have went to a back and forth, because he could have got up 20 shots and get into a back and forth like Ben Simmons got into it with Jared Dudley yesterday, Skip. He wasn't, hey, I'm just going to do what I do.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, we're going to count it up and see who got the most points.
Right.
We'll talk about it.
Bottom line, Steve Kerr 2 days ago said Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time.
Yeah.
Period.
He ain't the only one that can do that. James Harden can get any shot he wanted any time. LeBron James can get any shot he wanted any time. Steve Kerr ain't breaking no news, Skip Bayless. You act like he want to interrupt our normally scheduled program to break this news. Kevin Durant can get any shot he
Talking
wants.
about 8-foot jump shots that are unstoppable. 3-point shots are stoppable, especially when LeBron or LeBrick shoots them.
There you go. Well, let us get this growing healthy.
Yeah.
We see it a specialist
Are you
right now.
still trying to get it
Yeah, we
healthy?
getting that growing
It still
healthy.
bothers
We
you.
got something for you.
Yeah,
We
really?
got something for you next year, buddy.
Is he going to that physical therapist in Beverly Hills?
Nah, we ain't going to see her.
Done.
We ain't
No
going
more,
to see her.
no more social media posts.
She's
though.
off the team now.
She's, no, you post a photo in.
We're not going to see her.
Okay, Katie was motivated by something.